and he's been doing some great work. Let me spin this to, like I said, the Texans are terrible right now. And now you have J.J. Watt on the defensive side of the ball. Not a fantasy presence, but certainly a big-time media presence.
That's not fair. A lot of people thought he would actually exceed his fantasy output that he had last year in terms of catching balls for touchdowns, interceptions and sacks and things like that. Like, what happened last year was wonderful, but at the same time,
you can't do that back to back.
You can't expect it all the time. And this is why, in this era of passing leagues, give me a quarterback over a defensive end. Like J.J. Watt was great last year. He affects a lot of games, but there are a lot of games, a lot of outings this year where if he's being double teamed, he's basically taken out of the thing, and you can't do that. You can essentially never do that to Tom Brady.
There has been a quarterback level of hype with J.J. Watt now. There's a piece coming up on E60 about how his grandfather had some suspenders with his name on them or some bullshit, and how J.J. Watt had to uphold the family name. And there's a point in this video where he starts crying when he's talking about his grandpa. And I'm just at the point where it's just like, all right, you're 2-4. You were hanging out with Jennifer Aniston during training camp, and that's great. But you have not produced a level of, like, I don't care what you're doing because your team sucks. You're not Tom Brady. And I feel like everything is just like he's in these commercials where he's chopping wood. What the hell is up with this guy? Like, I'm done with J.J. Watt. I'm just like, it was neat that you had this guy who was on the defensive side of the ball, who was making a name for himself and going out and catching touchdowns on the goal line. I'm done with this guy. I wash my hands of him.
You could make a case that the top 3 people that you see on an NFL Sunday. Now, granted, I watch Red Zone. I don't see any commercials.
Sure,
okay?
yeah.
But you can make the argument that the top 3 people currently getting the most airtime right now are Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck, and J.J. Watt, and neither of them are really playing. It's one of those things where it's great when a guy's winning, but if he's losing, it's not like J.J. Watt's filming these commercials during the season.
No, that's true.
He knocks all these out sometime in March and April, and they make it seem like he's recording it right now. But you can't get too upset about somebody wanting money. Making.
No, I have no problem with the guy getting money.
I mean, this is easy money.
But he's selling like this white, and you're right, because it takes a year to get to that point. You've got to be awesome for like a year or 2 or 3 before Madison Avenue comes and knocks on your door.
The only case I can make for that is even Tebow had some commercials, but you remember when Brady Quinn did something for EAS because he was built like
That's
a
right.
model?
Yeah. Now I'm done.
Commercials of him on a treadmill drinking EAS, quite possibly the lamest idea for a commercial ever, and yet it ran nationally for a good 6 months.
Yeah, and kind of homoerotic in a way.
Okay, fine.
But I don't. Do we need the grandfather stuff? Do we need the family name stuff? I mean, the brand is built. Like, how much more white bread do you have to be? And yeah, I mean that as a pejorative. I mean, it's just. Do you ever get your fill of any? You just seem like you're fine with it, and I find that bothersome. Do you get your fill of anybody? Is there anybody out there? The Nationwide commercial, I think, is kind of cute. If we're going to go around the dial in terms of commercials that are out there now.
Sure.
Who bothers you?
From a football perspective, I just don't know, because football is 4 months of the year. I get sick of NBA commercials after a while.
Okay, yeah.
If baseball people were relevant, I guess I'd get sick of those guys in commercials too, but I can't think of anybody that's in a baseball commercial outside of Clayton Kershaw, Miguel Cabrera, or Mike Trout.
And you're you're a Tigers guy, so
yeah. Is there anybody else that's really in a lot of commercials? Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those.
I can't think of anybody.
I'm blessed. We're blessed to have this age of Red Zone. And my dad, he was 73 years old. Okay.
Yeah.
It looks like my parents could easily pass for late 50s, early 60s. They've lived. It's a testament to clean living. To
3/4 of a century.
Yeah. Here's the deal, though. My dad just stumbled on Red Zone a year and a half ago when I was home for Christmas.
Oh, my gosh.
And he's like, what the heck is this? At first, he didn't like it. And now he watches nothing but Red Zone unless the Lions are playing, because he's just fascinated by the thing of, even though he doesn't play fantasy, he's fascinated with the idea of moving, like never anybody at midfield, nobody ever at their own 10 unless it's like halftime.
Yeah.
No commercials. He hates commercial breaks. He hates the fact that you have kickoff, touchdown will be scored.
Touchdown.
Then you'll have a commercial. Then you'll have a kickoff. Then there'll be another. He hates that, and he's always ranting against that.
Yes.
Things like that. So.
That's good. I'm glad that he has seen the light a little bit.
My parents are very.
It's like a live
savvy,
highlight
Red
show.
Zone savvy too.
Yes, I think that's great.